fate of an entire city in North Idaho is up in the air tonight as it remains unclear whether Dalton Gardens will have a single working employee tomorrow. Animosity between city council members and the mayor have created an environment so dysfunctional, longtime staffers have started to resign.
Graham 2 political reporter Casey Decker live in Dalton Gardens tonight to sort out exactly what is going on. Casey?
Well, guys, I think my experience reporting today gives you a window into just how toxic this whole situation has become. I reached out to the mayor, to every member of the city council, to every current city employee, and to several Dalton Gardens residents. Almost nobody wanted to talk about this controversy. It's ballooned so out of control, no one wants to touch it. So exactly what on earth is going on here? To learn, we talked with a staff writer for the Coeur d'Alene Press who's been covering this story from the beginning.
This has been boiling over for well over a year.
The two main camps opposing one another, the mayor of Dalton Gardens and 3 of the 4 city council members. But there's been bickering between everyone involved for some time.
Calamitous. It's been a tire fire. There's no other way to describe it.
And the divide isn't purely political or even easy to describe. Reporter Craig Northrup says the arguments have gotten personal and ubiquitous.
Personality conflict that can best be described as death by 1,000 cuts. Who can get away with the most pot shots at one another? That's really what it is.
There's been debate on everything from a hot button issue on whether trained archers should be allowed to hunt deer within city limits to typically standard city policies like a hazard mitigation plan.
That should be something that should have been resolved months ago. Issues that most city governments would consider pedestrian.
The dysfunction took a toll on city staff. Over the last few months, retirements and resignations have trickled in. The city planner, engineer, clerk, all gone.
Almost all of them said they weren't paid enough to justify the wear and tear that the acrimony within, within City Hall was leading them.
It left only one employee basically running the whole city. The deputy clerk became responsible for running meetings, helping citizens with permits and other requests, paying the bills, literally keeping the lights on in City Hall. Then she too announced she was resigning effective tonight. That would leave Dalton Gardens without a single employee, meaning the functions of the city would effectively shut down tomorrow. In a last-ditch effort to prevent that, the council considered offering her a promotion to city clerk. That effort became a symbol of all the chaos leading up to it.
This issue was so hotly debated that nearly 300 people came to the city council meeting on Monday. For context, that's about 10% of the city's whole population. 10% of Spokane would fill up Joe Albi Stadium. Here in Dalton, it filled up this room, plus a garage across the street.
Many called for the resignations of council members, others for the mayor. None of that happened. So now some citizens are actually talking about a recall effort.
Recall is really a last resort, and it's ironic that these 3 have come into office during a recall on a stance of less government, and they're actually overreaching their government privileges. And we're hoping that they each are, the best case scenario would be if they change their tune and leave their politics at the door and maintain their positions as working for the public as civil servants and do the right thing rather than blocking everything they don't agree with, because that doesn't represent any community.
Now, Monday night, one of the council members left the meeting early citing illness, and because of that, there weren't actually enough members to legally vote on that job offer. We were able to finally get a hold of Mayor Dan Edwards just a little while ago. He told me he's planning an emergency meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock where he expects the promotion will be approved 3-1 and that the deputy clerk will accept the offer. If that does happen, the city will be able to at least keep the doors open, but it certainly won't be the end of their problems. And given all the chaos we've seen so far in this city, nothing is ever certain. Reporting live in Dalton Gardens, Idaho tonight, Casey Decker, Crime 2 News.